This week on One Crazy Story, comedian Garri Madera tells me about an experience he had in the Philippines.
As if having sex with a hooker isn't scary enough, then they bring in like these oils and like lotions and stuff. I'm like, no, I might have a reaction. I'm even more scared now. Well, you know, I'll be honest with you, in my early 20s, I never thought it was something I would do.
So you were in your early 20s when this happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
how old are you now?
35.
35?
Yeah. So that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Just because, I mean, it takes effort. Like,
yeah.
I mean, we know about hookers in Detroit. You can go to 8 Mile. But at the same time, I'm not going to 8 Mile to look for hookers.
Right.
That's a weird effort to put into something.
Exactly. It's a lot of work to find and to take that chance in being wrong. You're like, oh, you're just a person?
Yeah.
Whoops, you're
just dressed provocatively.
Yeah, you just look like one.
Right.
Like, and you can't, how are you wrong? Like,
right.
How can you be wrong in that situation where you go, hey, excuse me, miss?
Yeah. I didn't get a Detroit hot bath or a Cleveland steamer. It was,
So where were we at? Let's set this up.
I was in the Philippines.
You were in the Philippines?
I was in the Philippines on my way back.
So you...
I was visiting family, and I was in the city with a family friend of mine. And I was just thinking, you know what, we're going to be here for 48 hours, whatever. We went to like a nice restaurant. And we found a place to stay. And I was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, do you want to hang out? I'm like, and I'm not, when I go to the Philippines, I just like spending time with my family. And it's like, I guess the only analogy I can make really for the Philippines is like, kind of like when you live in Michigan, you go up north and it's just chilling.
Right.
And, you know, you're just kind of by a lake and you're kind of, you know, just having fun. And it's very, just chill. It's not like crazy fun. But Manila, where I was flying out of, I mean, that's like the big city. It's an international city. You can find anything, including hookers.
Right. And just at the airport?
Not at the airport.
Not at the airport?
No. You can get massaged by a blind person and donate to the fund. But
I want to go to the Philippines now.
It's like a blind dude that gave me a massage, so I definitely wouldn't want to sleep with him.
Right.
Not that kind of massage, but it was like, I think it was called like a health place.
Okay.
It was like, you know, like the Rainbow Health Clinic or something like that. Not clinic. Clinic wasn't in the word, but it was like the Rainbow Health Center. I was like, this is where we're going? And he's like, yeah. Like, I had all these questions because, like, this is like the one and only time that I had done it. And so, like,
it was just this weird new experience that you were...
Yeah.
And you didn't know what was happening. You're not familiar with the...
And you know what? You don't want to come back with, like... I mean, that's short-sighted. Like, I know I'm going to go back to the Philippines. I've been back, like, a number of times since that occasion. And, like, I was like, I just don't want to have, like, all this, like, Filipino money on me when I get back to the States. I might as well...
Right, might as well spend it. Yeah, it's like buying a bunch of candy last minute.
Yeah,
yeah, I need souvenirs. You know what? Instead, I'll just go see this hooker.
I'll go and hopefully come back with no souvenirs.
Yeah, I don't need any souvenirs that show up every couple of months.
Yeah, that's a good experience. That's it. I mean, like, I don't know what that meant. I just said it was a good experience after saying we don't want any souvenirs. Yeah, I came back with no souvenirs from that.
Souvenir transmitted diseases.
Yeah, that's what transmitted diseases.
That's what STD stands for.
That's what, in this particular instance, STDs, souvenir transmitted disease. And so, yeah, we went out to dinner and then we got back to the hotel. And he's like, well, we have, you know, your flight leaves like something ridiculous in the morning, like 5 o'clock. Like, why don't we just stay up and hang out until then? And then I was like, what do you mean hang out? It's like, well, he came up with like some different options and then it was like, oh, but we can also go to this place. I was like, what? Like, and it was kind of out of boredom. Like, we're literally like, we got there like the day before, and then we were just kind of like hanging out during the day, and at night we're just kind of like, well, I guess we could do that.
So how long were you supposed to be in the Philippines for total?
Oh, I was there for probably like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and this is the end of your trip?
Yeah, it's the end of the trip. We have too much money in our pockets. And I'm like, I just don't want to go home with this money. And I could have saved it. I could have just been like, all right, I'm just going to put it in a nice little envelope the next time I go to the Philippines.
Yeah, just go to currency exchange.
Yeah. Well, you don't kind of... Currency exchange, Forex, foreign exchange.
Yeah.
Such a ripoff. Such a bad, like, exchange rate. I didn't want to do that.
Did you guys have any other options or consider anything else before doing this?
Yeah, we could have just gotten drunk. I guess, I was a little bit afraid to, like, go to the bar and get drunk just because I'm like, oh my God, we're going to get drunk and then I'm going to miss my flight. Which that would have been, like, the worst option.
Right.
But then again, usually I fall asleep after sex. I could have slept through the same thing. I could have slept through the flight, but I didn't.
It's just waking you up.
Yeah. It's like, what? Don't you have a flight?
You gotta leave.
Well, I mean, we didn't bring him to the hotel we were staying at. We went there.
Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah.
We went
You go to them.
Yeah. Which is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, they have to deal with the cleanup and you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, they're hosting.
I mean, like, if you bring someone to your place, then you gotta be concerned about, all right, how are you getting home? I would.
Yeah.
I know it's a business transaction, but then, like, oh, here's, taxi money and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Uber? Take this Uber. Take an Uber ride back.
Yeah, get the app. Download the app. Tell her, hey, all right, we're going to have sex. But before we start, download the app. So that way the Uber app is ready when we're done.
Oh, who's this? Steve, my driver? Be here in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you're on your way to the place.
Yeah.
It's like, really? I only need about 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It's a 2 minute.
2 minute exchange.
2 minute exchange.
13 minutes of awkwardness.
13 minutes of Uber.
Uber.
It was
So yeah, we get there and we get to, the Rainbow Health Center.
Which is just a cover up, right? That name?
Yeah.
So they just name it that just so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just supposed to be misleading, right? Like, nothing shady's going on here.
Yeah, nothing shady's going on. I'll be honest, if you drove down this street, like, it's no different than kind of driving down Merriman. You know how, like, there's a part of Merriman that's very, like, industrialized?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, you saw kind of, like, these bigger buildings, and I'm like, oh, this just kind of looks like, a part of downtown where the industrial part.
Just like, it looks like any other city, where there's just, like, you got your warehouses, there's houses, and...
Exactly. And so we get in there. It's the shadiest looking lobby you'll ever see, or that I've ever seen. It's like across, lighting's very dim. There's that person behind the counter, and then there's a youngish dude. He looks very hipsterish. Which I guess I'm applying a term now to he had like a zip up and like kind of like thick glasses. He's like, oh, okay. And he just kind of he obviously knows why you're there, and he kind of leads you to where you pick your partner for the evening.
Okay.
And, excuse me. So we're there. Well, he leads you kind of like down this hall, and then there's a glass window that looks into this room. And have you seen, I think it's Rush Hour 2.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. That was one of the first things I thought of when you mentioned this.
Yeah, where like there's just women in rows, and they're seated like on like bleacher style.
Mm-hmm.
There might have been like 4 rows, and you look in there, and
it's like Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, without the briefcase, and Howie Mandel. That'd be weird if Howie Mandel was there. What are you doing here, man?
Howie, what's going on? Are you in the Philippines?
I thought you were like...
Don't touch me.
I know, you're a germaphobe. What would you be doing in this...
I don't hug any hookers.
I know, house of ill rapport. And like, you look in there, and these women have numbers on. Like, there's like a number that's pinned to their very...
The one article of clothing there?
Yeah, the one article of clothing. Well, actually, they are wearing, bra and panties. Matching. Nice. And well, I didn't know that. It looks like they're just in their like kind of short robe. It's like, all right, you're wearing a short robe with a number pinned on it. And it's, I don't even remember what the process of like number 18.
Mm-hmm. You just pick your favorite number, right?
Right.
Pretty much.
Well, it's like roulette with your dick. Is that right? Roulette? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pick your favorite number.
Black or red?
Black or red. It's all pink. It's all pink. And I'm just kind of like, is this for real? Because like, you have that moment where like, oh my god, it is kind of like Rush Hour, except all the guys look like Jackie Chan. There's no Chris Tuckers.
There's no Chris Tuckers.
No Chris Tuckers whatsoever. Someone asked, there was another dude there, and he asked to like, number 32 stand up because there's a lot of girls, and I'm just like, wow, man.
Do they all look the same? Or like similar? Is there really a difference?
Yeah, they all kind of, they all, well, there is. I mean, they look like different.
Yeah, it's like being at the, like you couldn't sample, right? Like, it's not like you're at the produce aisle picking out apples.
No, man.
Just kind of pick this up, squeeze it, sniff it, maybe, put it down. Weigh it.
Scratch and sniff. That's terrible. So yeah, so I think 18. It might have been 18. And then like it's pretty full service. Like you go up to a room. Oh, you point, and then the dude goes and tells the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then he leads you up to a room, and it looks kind of like it looks like a shady motel because it like loft-ish. Like there's a bed. And then there's a shower, there's a mirror and a sink. It's pretty basic. And you just kind of, you get undressed and you wait for her. And then she puts you through this process like, oh, we're going to use oils. And I'm like, I don't know. I have eczema. I don't know how I'm going to react to these oils. I got worried. Like,
you have a reaction?
Like as if having sex with a hooker isn't scary enough, then they bring in like, these oils and like lotions and stuff. I'm like, no, I might have a reaction. I'm even more scared now. And so I didn't even realize how ridiculous that was.
How awful would that be? Like, how do you, like, that's the one time you would have an issue is when you probably the most embarrassing moment to get picked up by your,
like, no,
I'm having a medical emergency in another country.
Right. I broke out in the hives when I was at this house of ill rapport. I like saying that, house of ill rapport.
I like that.
And house so that would be terrible. Oh my gosh. And like now I'm late for the flight because I was in the hospital. I had to get treated for hives because someone used a lotion on me that wasn't like
cucumber
Eucerin. Melon. Yeah, I have a bad response to cucumber melon. Sorry. Yeah, that would be man. There's a lot of stuff, like I said, like I'd use this on stage, but I didn't remember all this stuff. That kind of makes me sound shady. We should definitely edit that out. But anyway,
okay. Yeah. Well, I'll let you clear. Well, just off the record, I can cut anything you want.
Yeah, you can use the magic.
So tools. Basically, I'll send you what I think is the final edit, and then I'll let you listen to it, and then if there's something you don't feel comfortable.
Mom hear this? It's fucking weird.
Whatever.
Okay. What are they talking about downstairs? Anyways,
I doubt. It doesn't mean. I mean, there's no way she's hearing the full thing.
No big deal.
Or it has any idea what's going on. Hookers? I don't know. Okay.
Did Nate bring over a hooker? So yeah, we go up to the room.
Yeah. And
I was real nervous, so I left my underwear on, and I was just like chilling on the bed. And I had a towel over me. And then she's like, all right, let's start the massage. I'm like, oh, that's cool. After we had the discussion about the oils, I was like, no, let's just, whatever,
She speak English?
She did. She spoke English.
Really?
Yeah, that was helpful. Because, I'm actually my family's from a different region, or in a region of the Philippines.
Different dialect than you would understand.
Yeah. So she spoke English. It was cool. So she does that. She, massages you and like works you up, gets you into a proper state.
Mm-hmm. She gets you into a state of ill rapport.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, and then there's a shower involved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, now that this massage is taking place, we'll wash the oils off.
Right.
But I think that was the process. But like, we didn't use oils.
So you're paying for what? So all right. So you give them money. Are you paying for like an hour? Are you paying, or are you just like a? You know what I mean? Do you get to pick and choose? You know how like if you like, say you get a massage. Like,
the activity. No, this is just part.
It's just like a package.
Yeah.
Package deal. We're gonna do this, and this.
And I mean, I don't even know how long it took, but like, like the guy told me, he's like, you know what? Yeah, just get ready, and I kind of knew what he meant.
Mm.
And so, there's just, it was very, what's the word?
Organized?
There's an itinerary, yeah.
Organized.
Yeah.
They run a tight ship over at the Rainbow Suds and
Health
Spuds.
Center, yeah. Rainbow Health Center. And so then there was a shower, which, that was kind of neat. Like,
yeah. So yeah, it's kind of relaxing.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Right.
Because, sometimes, a couple shower that's,
Be a little weird.
It can be weird. There's, there should be a balance of time under the water, but, it's all me.
It's all angles, and then there's...
Yeah.
You can do a lot of screwing up.
Again, I was nervous about the soap she was going to use. I double-checked it.
Is this Head and Shoulders?
Yeah. It was odd. I was like, wait, let me take my glasses off first before I get in there. Which, that's kind of scary, like taking a shower with someone else. You did not plan on
someone I didn't know?
Yeah. I didn't know her. Obviously, she's, in my head, number 18.
Was she kind? Was she nice?
Yeah. She was, talkative.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah. Why are there so many questions? And the shower was very thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, if you want to rub that spot, feel free.
Yeah. Do your thing.
It
was a deep clean.
I was clean. I felt cleansed. Yeah.
God, they need one of these in Michigan.
I'm sure there's somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, behind the Kitty's Chop Suey.
Yeah. But we don't want to. Yeah. I mean, it's again effort. Like what?
I'm good. I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy.
Well, I mean, lazy when not looking for, lazy looking for hookers. I don't think you're lazy. I just think.
No, I'm too lazy to go through that effort of finding the place.
Yeah.
If I were to do it, I would go to a place like this, though.
Yeah.
At least they have like,
it's nice.
It's like Yelp reviews.
That'd be weird, though.
Just review your Suds and Spuds Rainbow Health Center.
Yeah, man. That'd be interesting, though. Whoever knew about that, like, use of Yelp.
Mm-hmm.
So, sex. That's obviously the next thing.
So you get into it.
We get into it. There's touching. There's
all out
filleting.
Filleting.
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's a good term. I like that term.
It's
right up there with ill rapport. House of ill rapport.
Definitely filleting. And I was like, oh wow, this is convenient.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just thought about the sex.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, it was the most, it was pretty, like, boring.
Yeah, straightforward.
It was boring, yeah. It was very just like, boom. There wasn't much booming.
Yeah.
I would reserve that term for more exciting sex. It was just
right. This is more like, just another client.
Yeah. Like, I'm your client.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we're going to do. Firm breasts. Like apparently, I don't know if that's a requirement, but they were like, wow. And they were real. I don't remember like thinking like, oh, hey, 18 because she has nice breasts. But then when they were revealed, I was like, those are nice breasts.
Was she Filipino?
She was Filipino.
Okay.
And yeah, it was just very, we're doing it. I kind of gave her a signal that I was gonna finish,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, and then she removed. There was a condom. Oof, I should.
Yeah.
That. She put it on. I've never had a girl do that before in my entire life.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, she put it on and she took it off. I was like, thank you very much. And then
wow, they do that's full service.
That is full service, dude. Full service oil change, as it were. Showered up. And
Good to go.
And after the shower, you get to chill in the room for a little bit.
Yeah, just sit here for a little bit. Think about your actions this evening.
Moment of reflection.
Right.
So my family friend told me, he's like, the one thing they did tell me to do was just to put the money on there's that mirror with the ledge, and then you put it on there, once you get into the room, and she'll know to pick it up. And so, transaction's completed. She goes over there, and she picks up the money, and she goes, thank you, have a good evening. And I'm like, all right, thank you. Then I put on my shoes. I was already dressed. I mean, I don't know, put on my shoes. Probably wearing sandals.
Yeah, flip-flops.
Flip-flops. And, I don't know, it might have been like half hour, 45 minutes. I just went downstairs, back to the lobby, and, man, the beers were expensive. I don't know how much they were. But I just remember, like, thinking, like, hey, I'm just going to chill, just wait for, my buddy to get out here. And I remember paying, like, I don't know, 40 pesos, which really, I shouldn't complain about the price of beer, because that's still less than $1. And it's good.
Was it less than the hooker?
Yeah, way less than the hooker.
That's good.
Yeah. And I had a couple
It's a
beers.
sign of the times.
Apparently, my buddy was just like, all right, I'm going to be here for a while. We should have discussed that. One of the things that he should have told me was like, in addition to, hey, put the money on the mirror ledge, should have been like, I'm going to be a while. I was like, no, I'm getting out of here. I'm doing this, and then we're getting out of here. We didn't discuss that. There was no snacks. I was kind of hungry.
Yeah. My negative Yelp review of the Rainbow Suds and Sundry Spud place.
Lack of snacks.
Negative Yelp. Yeah. 3 stars. No gummy bears.
No gummy bears. Should have brought my own bag of gummy bears.
You like gummy bears?
I like a post-coital gummy bear. How weird would that be? Like, what, are you going to light up? No, man, I'm just going to eat this bag of gummy bears after having sex.
That's great.
No, just let me be with these post-coital gummy bears. That would have been nice.
What, you like Haribo?
Haribo? Or Black Forest? Just be like, where'd you get gummy bears from? It's like duty-free. Is
that it? Is that the story?
Yeah, my buddy came out like an hour later. Yeah, he must have been there for like, an extra 45. He must have paid some bonus time.
How much did you spend?
Yeah, I know. I was like, wow.
Must have been a big ledge.
Yeah. Came in there with a stack of high society. Like, let's do this. But, yeah, we went back. Oh, we got something to eat, because I like eating late night, especially in the Philippines. And after a couple of beers, after 3 beers, I'm definitely gonna get something to eat. And then, made my flight.
I don't know about you guys, but I just booked my flight to the Philippines. Gary's hilarious. That guy cracks me up. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. Make sure you find us online at One Crazy Story, and you can find Garri online at Garcom. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.